So, rat pinatas do not give candy.
They don't.
No. Hello, everyone. BGC here with another night of How's It Play Sunday. Gosh, I'm so terrible at remembering what my channel's videos are called. So bad at that. And this week I got my brother with me again. So say hi.
What's up?
There we go. We got us. And this week we are playing a game, of course.
Really?
Called Warhammer End Times Vermintide. You can get it from Steam for $29.99. And it is basically a co-op horde mode game. Similar to, what was that big popular one that was on Xbox with the zombies?
Oh, you're talking about like Call of Duty?
No. There's that one where you go through and you kill all the hordes of zombies and you're like a team of 3 or 4 survivors trying to get to the end.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember what.
I'm sure everybody that is watching this channel is probably like, you idiots, it's this! Come on!
Probably.
It's like Left 4 Dead? Is that it?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Sure.
I don't know. Something like that. So this game is basically similar to that, but it's based in the Warhammer universe, and yeah, and that's where we're at. And they have a few things here, but what I want to show you first is the character selection. So you have a few different characters that you can play in this game. You have the Witch Hunter, the Way Watcher, Dwarf Ranger, the Bright Wizard, and then the Empire Soldier. But as you're playing the game, you can only have one of each class in the game itself. So if you like playing, say, the Bright Wizard, and you join a game, and there's already a Bright Wizard there, you guys, one of you have got to back out. One of you got to be something else. Now, it works out because Mo likes the Empire Soldier, so he plays that guy pretty heavily, and he's very good at it. But we're going to be rusty, I would say. What do you think?
Bit.
Yeah, a little bit. It's been a long time since we played this, and yeah, so, and they each have each one. Now, they each have their own unique abilities and their own unique weapons, and that's kind of, they each have their own unique playstyle. Now here, there's a couple things with the game too. So you have a forge, which is where you can make new weapons. You could turn in old equipment, for example, and make new equipment. You can salvage equipment. So if you want to get these resources down here, which are plentiful, common, rare, and then exotic, and those are used to upgrade higher level weapons and insert certain things in there. So you can salvage them. You can upgrade weapons, and what upgrade really does is you collect these weapons. You have these, for example, these unique little icons down here that unlock certain abilities. So for example, if I was to have 10 rare resources, I could get Heroic Killing Blow, which when hitting an enemy of any size with a charge attack, there's a 1 to 3% chance to instantly slay it. And they each have different ones like that. Now, and then Fuse, you take a bunch of different quality of ones in here, and then you put them together and you get something new. So, let's see, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4. I got 4 that I could do. I could probably do a bunch. So let's do this just so you guys can kind of get an idea of what it's like. So, we'll use a sword. And each class has got a melee and ranged attack. And I believe... what's your range attack? It has like ammo and stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the wizard doesn't have ammo, but she can burn herself up and it's not good. And the Empire Soldier, he's got basically a hand cannon. And he's got limited ammo, and you can find ammo through the map. So there's that. They actually balance it out pretty nicely. Let's do this one. I got to find one more. Oh, that's equipped. Great X, let's do this. All right. So I basically went through and I grabbed a bunch of greens across the board, and then I'm going to fuse it. And basically what this is going to do is going to give me a random weapon. I don't know what it's going to be. Oh, hey, look at that. Nice. It was actually a staff for me, and it's the beam staff. In this particular case, the beam staff acts differently than the fireball staff and the conflagration staff. So they each have their own unique attack. I think the beam staff is like, shoots like a laser. And fireball shoots a big explosive thing. Conflagration burns targets in a large AoE. I'm not sure exactly. And then over here is something new that they added since we started playing the game. And basically you can get a pray for gifts, in which then you would use up some of these resources. So Since I use the witch hunt, not the witch hunter, the fire bright wizard, we're gonna equip the bright wizard trinket here. We're gonna try going for a. Let's see. There we go. We'll go with a random because I don't think I have the resource. Oh, I do have the resources, but we're gonna go with a random common weapon because I don't have enough, and I haven't done this. So just to show you guys what you're looking at, so let me click this pray button. And boom, there we go. Now, one thing to note, it doesn't get rid of your trinket. Your trinket stays with you. So it's not like you do that, you trash your trinket for a random thing. You just get a new weapon out of it. So that's how that works. And then offer, this is one where like if you don't like a particular trait on a weapon, then you can trade it out in here. So you click here and you click on which one it is, and then they give you the resource cost to be able to trade it out. And then finally, Invocate, this is a chance to improve your these little side things. You can select either one of them. So say for example my fireball staff, I want to say improve the hail of doom. I would need 8 stones. I could click that and it would increase that. Chances are knockback would be better because it's got a higher upgrade point. And let's see, I think that pretty much covers all the basic crafting methods to this game. Can you think of anything I might have missed there?
Nope.
All right. And this is new. So these bounty boards they have in here, and basically what it is you get one of these tasks have an overreaching goal that you attain. You have one at a time, and then you have all these little mini quests that you could select, and once you complete them, it gives you a certain reward. And in order to get this top reward done, you would have to complete these key quests. And like this one, for example, to complete 8 key contracts, and I will finally be able to unlock it. So what we're going to do for you guys is we're going to go and head over to the waterfront, and we're going to kill a rat ogre. We hope, at least. Do you think that they're actually going to have one spawn in, or you think it's going to just be up to chance?
Nope, it'll spawn.
Okay, good. So we have that. And since we're such noobs and we haven't played for a while, we're not really noobs, but we really haven't played for a while. We're going to do this mission on easy just to make it a little bit better as we kind of adjust to the gameplay. But the other thing added also is before it used to just be this, and each one of these is different missions with an objective that you accomplish, and you can do it on 5 different difficulty levels. Each difficulty level you increase, the higher the random rolls are at the end. Like, ultimately, your loot in this game is really dependent on the RNGesus. If you got horrible luck, it can kind of be crappy, but if you have really great luck, you can get some pretty sweet stuff. But aside from that, so that's the adventure mode. They also added this one, which is a DLC. I don't have that. They also added in the Last Stand, which is basically a survival map. You go in there, you fight waves of enemies, you survive as long as possible, and you guys see where you go from there. And then they actually give you basically those tokens, like the green, the blue, the white, those tokens there. You can earn them in the survival round. So we're going to go adventure. Click here. I believe it's waterfront. Yep, so we're going to click waterfront, and we're going to do it on easy, just like I said, for the sake of getting back into the groove of things. And then, play! So we have this. And
I suppose somebody could randomly join the game, actually.
I think I made it private.
Oh, all right, never mind.
But yes, that could actually happen. If I unclick the private game, you could have people come in and out. And we learned, or was reminded just recently, because Mo was able to join my last game when I was almost all the way through the mission. So he was able to get in there and actually play it through. So you could drop in and out whenever you want. But you want to complete these missions because you don't really get anything if you get out of the mission earlier, which is where probably I'd say is the biggest flaw in this game.
I think you get some experience. I mean, there's that.
Yeah, you get a little bit of experience, but in the way of like the actual loot rolls, you get none if you don't actually complete the map. And some of these can give you such a headache at times.
This is a very hard game.
It is a challenging game. And the AI, they do okay. They're not great, but they're not terrible. And then here we go. So like I said, you have a range and a melee one, and then you have a med pack, you have potions, and then you have bombs that you can find. So, for example, I got my staff. I shoot fireballs. Go figure. I'm a wizard, a bright wizard, controlling fire. No surprise there. And each attack with the wizard, and I think it's the same for you. Do you have a with your range attack? Does it have a left click that does something?
Yes. Like it's like a Gatling gun, so it like spools and then it unleashes all 8 rounds at once.
Oh, no loot dice in there. Okay, so that's what his does. Mine makes a giant explosive area. Oh, hey, people. I have to admit, I really wish they would have changed the character model for the archer because they remind me of rats.
It's half the fun.
And T, you can mark all these things for your people if you press T. It'll basically make it where it's blue to him. So, like, for example, for the ammo people, if you see ammo, it's really nice to highlight it so they know exactly where to go. And then here's some medical supplies, Mo. I don't know what you have for a med pack right now.
All right, I got a med pack.
Okay, then you're set. He's off doing that. I'm actually really being stupid right now, being away from my party, because there's creatures that'll spawn in, kind of similar to, I believe we're going with Left 4 Dead is what it is. It's very similar to that in the sense that you can have creatures that jump on you, and they will maul you to death, unless you have a friend.
So definitely a party game.
Yeah. Oh, and one thing I want to make note, before we get farther in here, which I'm sure you guys have seen some, this is a little more violent than what my typical videos are. So, I know generally I kind of cater to those ones that are more family friendly kind of thing. But this one could get a little violent. There's a thing where you can kind of turn off the blood and gore to some extent, but it's still sort of going to be there. So, there's that. Just a fair warning. It's a little bit different than what I normally do. Okay. We have a gas rat up here somewhere.
Yeah, I killed him.
Oh, nice. All right. There is no sprinting in this one, so that's kind of a pain. But it's okay. So if you see on this, like, bright wizard here, like at the bottom, I have a little gauge that jumps up and fills up. If that goes beyond that middle section there, I start lighting myself on fire. And it's not good. So I have to, like, really choose my shots carefully, because if I don't, chances are I'm going to blow myself up, and it does a ton of damage. And it's also one of those things where if, like, you know, your health really does make a huge difference. So if you're not, if you're careless with it, it's going to be trouble, because health packs in some missions, they're plentiful, and other ones, they're really not. So yeah, as you see, I have my melee weapon, which is very useful for when I am recharging, because that'll... Oh, we got a Gatler. That's not...
You mark him?
Right. Yes, I can.
Oh, you already killed him.
Yep.
It's easy as easy. Who would have thought?
I know, right? All right. And up we go. So you've had a pretty busy week. This is your first week doing, like, actual training, isn't it?
Nope.
Being an officer in the Marine Corps?
Still paperwork. Paperwork is...
That's really what officers are renowned for, is their paperwork
That's right.
capacity.
That's right. Paperwork. It's part of my job. Is that the last barrel?
No, we need 2 more. I'll stay down here if you want to toss them down to me.
Sure.
Oh no, assassin rat. Is it up by you or is it down by me, you think? I hope it's up by you, because you have all the computer players by you. Oh, something's going on. You all right, buddy? That looks painful. Yeah. Made of rubber. Let me help you out. Oh, it's like a pinata! Ha! Yay! But this one doesn't give me candy.
Crap. I almost got that barrel on top of the spot that I needed to be.
So, rat pinatas do not give candy.
They don't.
No. So disappointing.
Ouch.
So I do have actually... Oh, no! That one went into the abyss.
Yeah, it's okay. It was actually triggered, so another one for you.
How do you throw them without triggering them?
That's an assassin rat right there.
How do you do that, man? Like trigger them without, like throw them without triggering them, make them go boom.
The barrels?
Yeah.
They don't go boom unless you actually hit them with your weapon.
Ah, okay. Ah, here I was. We got these armored guys too. That's okay.
Uh-oh. You're in the other room still.
I'm in here all by myself with the dwarf.
It's got you covered.
The dwarf's got my back. All right, now we can get out of here. Come hither, dwarf. To victory in the backyard. Oh, I think we got the rat guy coming in. No, oh, never mind. That was just the warehouse blowing up. My bad. It's a little difficult when you don't hear if those things come in or not. Yeah. Oh, hey, that guy's just patrolling around out there. He's like, hey, what's going on? Yeah. Didn't expect a fireball to come from nowhere. They're swarming. Where are they swarming from?
Not.
Lies. Burn them all. I actually like playing the Bright Wizard in Warhammer Online. It was a fun class to play. It's the same idea where you could like, there's a chance where your spells could blow up in your face. So you have to be careful, but I liked it because you have to be, you know, it gave you some cautionary use when you're actually going through it. So that's pretty cool. Whoops, we're back here again. Where are we supposed to go?
Down here.
Ah, excellent.
Block is a very important function in this game.
You want to explain how that one works for me?
You push your left mouse button. Then you got 3 charges, so you can't indefinitely block. But you can push block, so you block and then you push, and it push all the enemies away. I think shields you get more charges, so you can block more.
Okay. Cool. I don't use that. I don't use that option very often. In fact, I like basically never.
I don't even think you have it.
I might have it on my like melee weapon, but I like never ever block with my melee weapon.
It's
like
difficult, but when you got like a horde of dudes in front of you and you're just like in between swings, yeah, it's important.
Oh, that's good. That's why I don't play the melee guys.
We got some armored guys down here.
Ooh, burn them up. Oh, he didn't last long.
No.
Every once in a while you run into a crew of those and it's not fun.
No, best to leave those.
Oh, we got things to destroy. So basically, oh, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Nope, it's all good. Oh boy. Yeah. Speaking of which, a whole group of those armored guys just jumped down.
Oh crud! All right, I have no bombs.
Actually,
that's not good. Where are they? Up by you guys? Are they?
Yeah, I'm keeping them off the platform as they jump up, so it's kind of working out. Good. Or they're all dead. I don't know.
Oh, I'm so terrible at destroying those things. Support pillars. Support pillars and me do not. Come on, loot dice? No. Got healing pack here. I'm not sure if you've used it or not.
No, I've been up pretty good this whole time. Lucky me.
Yeah.
Easy. Easy's easy. We got an armor guy right here.
And that's like, I like one of my staff's abilities. They actually like form a giant flame lance. And the thing is amazing at taking down those guys. It's like one shot to them. Burn, burn. You guys are all jumping over. Come on. Jump to your death.
We got an armor guy behind us.
Oh, we do. And he's
dead.
Ah, there's the block. I actually used it for once. Yay! So yeah, you can see the 3 little parts there. I think they regenerate with time. So if you like block one and it's like a half block, then you can wait a little bit and it'll recharge the full charge. Oh, somebody's hanging off the edge.
Yeah, it looks like our bot allies are totally... Whoa! Oh, crap, I just fell off.
All right.
I was about to say our useless bot allies just fell off the ledge, but I just fell off the ledge, so...
Okay, I'm coming, man.
There seems to be an armored guy up in here, too, so...
They keep swarming on top of me.
Yeah, burn.
Hold on, just for a little bit more. Oh,
Oh,
ah, crud. Oh, well, oh, now I'm hanging off the edge.
oh, see, we just lost. Well, that's pretty much how that game goes.
Yeah, that's terrible. Oh, crud. Well, you're still alive somehow.
I don't think so.
Okay. I see you as being alive.
Yeah, it says that, but I'm not.
Ah, this is just bad. Look, oh, I'm hanging on to nothing. Nothing at all. And they're taking this sweet old time taking me down.
Yep,
Oh,
so
there we go. Down I go.
That's pretty much how this game goes.
And then you see. That's what happens. They capture you and throw you into an area and you have to go back and get them. For some reason, you are still alive, though.
Yeah, I think the game glitched out.
Oh, goody.
Yeah, that's actually kind of rare. I will point that out. That doesn't happen a lot.
I don't know if we can actually fix that because you're pretty much stuck there, aren't you?
Yeah.
Crud. All right. I guess we just... There's no way to, like, commit suicide, right? I don't think so.
Quit?
I guess that's what we're going to have to go with. I was kind of hoping there might be, like...
It's like quit from game? Terrible. Yeah,
I'm not looking at the keys. Keys don't have anything. So, anyhow, wait. Oh, wait, you're down. Okay, hold on a minute. It's a bot. You can rejoin in just a second once your bot dies. Then you should be able to rejoin, and we might be able to get around this and just spawn back at a checkpoint.
In some crazy roundabout fashion, we may be able to come out of this.
Yeah, because I'm trying to remember if like you start the mission from the start, or if you have a checkpoint system. So we're gonna maybe.
Oh no, it'll be all the way back from the beginning. We lose the match. They'll have to restart it.
Yep. All right, that's it then. Leave game. Yes. So anyhow, that was supposed to be easy and going, able for us to complete that quickly for you guys, so you kind of get an idea of what mission completion looks like.
That's kind of sad that we didn't get there. I mean,
yeah, we were probably close too. Because that's actually the only other thing I really got to show you guys is that part is the end basically. But I can just explain it, then I'll let you guys be. I know it's kind of lame to cut out on that, but we were in that mission for a while, and I don't want to hold you all up too long. So ultimately, what happens in the end is you complete the mission, and then it'll give you a bunch of dice at the end, and then you roll all the dice, and any dice that sits with a face up, it'll be like a little squiggly line. They count as one, and you basically have a list of like 10 items that you can get. So like say you roll 10 dice and you get all 10, like face up, you'll typically get like an epic level gear or something really high end and beautiful and amazing. So, but yes, Mo, you're right. The game doesn't actually bug out. In fact, that's actually probably one of the first times I've ever had it bug out. I think there's only one other time that it did in my many hours playing. I think
it was very weird.
What do we got? Like 20 to 50 hours in this game, something like that.
Quite a bit, yeah.
Yeah. So it's still a solid game. I'm sorry I couldn't show you guys the ending, but I think for the most part you got a really good idea of how's the gameplay. And each mission's got its different objectives. You go in, you fight through swarms of guys, and life goes on and all is well. So, but all right, Mo. Well, I want to thank you for joining me. I know you're a little tired and exhausted from your first week of training. I have you running around like a crazy man and no time for sleep, no time for...
Yeah, it's about right, yeah.
Yeah. So, but thank you all for joining me tonight, and I just hope that you all have a lovely, wonderful, glorious Sunday night evening. Good night.